If you're struggling to get your drums to cut through the mix, or if you're just looking for a way to get your drums to sound a little bit more impactful, give me a few minutes of your time. This isn't going to take long at all. I'm going to show you how you can get some more smack and impact out of your drums with a free plugin, and it's only going to take a few minutes. So what we're going to be using is a plugin called Density Mark III. We're just going to go on the default settings, and we're going to dial this in, and we're going to do what is known as sidechain compression. If you haven't heard of this before, this is going to be very helpful. Essentially, sidechain compression takes one audio source, and that audio source, based on how loud it is, will compress another audio source. And as we dial in this plugin, you'll kind of see how this is helpful. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our drums and have them compress something that's kind of loud in our mix, something that takes up a big amount of the frequency spectrum, and something that kind of just conflicts with the drums a little bit more than we'd like. So for this instance, it's going to be my rhythm guitars, and people will get a little bit more nitpicking in depth. They'll sidechain exact frequencies. We're just going to sidechain compress an instrument, and you could do multiple instruments if you want. So let's actually just hear what we have going on with the guitars and this whole mix. So honestly, the drums sound good where they are, but personally, I'd like a little bit more impact and smack out of them. So we've got the default settings on Density Mark III. All we're really going to want to do is toggle this switch right here at EXT, and we're going to want to make sure our sidechain source is our drums, and then we're going to dial in this drive knob. So we're going to have everything playing, dial in this drive knob, and we're going to want it so over here this meter is just the slightest bit hitting the blue from the hardest hits. And I hope that you can hear drums are clamping down on the guitars. Now, this might be a bit overkill, so what you want to do is take this range, bring it all the way down here, gradually increase it, bring back that drive because it got out of control. And again, we'll crank the range so you can just really hear what's going on. Bring it back to a more reasonable amount. That's it. This is a really cool technique. I've been using this for a while, and it's been very helpful for me. People like to do things where they will sidechain compress the kick to the low end of a bass guitar. You could try doing that. It might be a little bit hard with this plugin. You could use EQ, such as Neutron 3. I'm sure the latest Neutron has the same thing where you could take like a low shelf and make it sidechain compress just the low end on the bass guitar. Some people like using Track Spacer. That's another plugin you can use to kind of do this sidechain effect. I like Density Mark III because it's free, it's easy to use, and I found it very helpful, and I hope you found it helpful. So if you've got any questions or comments, please leave them down below. I really appreciate you watching this video, and I hope to see you in the next one.